The number of guns being stolen across the nation is alarming. According to the FBI, between 2012 and 2017, an estimated 1.8 million guns were reported stolen. During that same time period, roughly 40,000 were reported stolen here in Arkansas. I recently sat down with Little Rock Police Chief Keith Humphrey to talk about what's behind this growing trend in the city of Little Rock, where these guns are being stolen from, and what his force is doing to get these weapons off our streets. Every 2 minutes, a gun is stolen from an individual. Most of them end up on the black market and in the hands of criminals. Gun theft is a growing problem, not just nationally, but right here in Little Rock.
We're seeing more and more guns. The access to more and more weapons is just, it is amazing.
Police Chief Keith Humphrey telling me most firearms are being stolen from cars. Last year, 679 guns were reported stolen in the city of Little Rock. Of those, 43% were taken during a car burglary. And so far this year, 295 guns have been stolen, 115 of them taken from cars.
What is going on in the city of Little Rock?
We are a society of weapons. We are a society that lacks conflict resolution. We are a society that we don't respect. Some people just don't respect life.
It's a dangerous combination that the police chief says is being played out on the streets of Little Rock.
You make those weapons accessible to someone who does not know how to handle conflict. The first thing that they do is that they utilize that weapon, they discharge that weapon.
Another concern the chief has, the age of those behind the trigger.
Why do you take a weapon to a fight? Why does a 16-year-old have a weapon? That should be the biggest concern. How are 16, 17-year-olds and younger, how are they obtaining weapons? And how does a parent not know?
While deeply concerned about the number of gun thefts, Chief Humphrey also quick to point out that so far this year, more guns have been recovered than stolen. And while the data may look promising, the recent violence still has some people worried. But the chief is confident about one specific thing.
We haven't lost this city. This isn't a violent city at all. I'm a person that if I thought it was a violent city, I would say it, but it's not a violent city. It's a vibrant city.
It is worth noting that only 11 states require gun owners to report stolen weapons to police. Arkansas is not one of them. And currently, there is no law on the books in which someone can be charged with a crime for carelessly storing a firearm in a car. Later this week, more of my one-on-one interview with Chief Humphrey, including his response to the recent crimes at our city parks and whether he believes they're safe.